All right.
Hi, my
Ready?
name is Sarah.
I'm Alex.
I'm Ali.
Who are these other people?
I'm Marley.
I'm Tolly.
Hi, I'm Ehud.
I'm Taylor.
Well, thank you all for coming today. My name's Dalton Robertson, and I wanted to start off today by asking everyone a simple question. How would it feel or how would your life be different if you were blind or visually impaired? How different would it be navigating life on a day-to-day basis with signs, simple tasks such as reading a book? How would that change your life? For about 7 million in the world, from Wong's statistic back in 2014, that's the reality for a lot of people. And one invention that really changed the world for so many people, it was the invention of Braille. In 1824, Louis Braille invented the Braille system, and it revolutionized the world for blind people as far as having books transcribed in Braille, communicating in a different way, and being able to do things that come so easily to everyone in this room. Louis Braille took a lot of influence from Charles Barbier's alphabetical system that he developed while he was in the military. And this was a covert alphabet system that was used to communicate when you were otherwise unable to communicate, um, so freely, and to where it needed to be more secretive. The impact on the world from Braille is huge, especially for the blind population. It made things much easier for them, and it was definitely a giant leap forward. One interesting argument is with the technology, the way it is advanced, is Braille still relevant? Well, from Brannon, they argue in their 2013 article that yes, it is very relevant, even with the smartphones, Alexas, voice to talk, and all the different technologies that weren't available in the 1800s. It is still very, very relevant today. I'm sure a lot of us know someone who is visually impaired to some degree. And, me personally, I grew up in Alabama near the Alabama Institute for Deaf and Blind in Talladega. And, from a young age, knew a lot about Braille and people that had visual impairments and how important that is to their day-to-day life and just to make them feel like they could communicate and, read a book a little bit easier. So from a young age, I really understood how important this technology was. I would say that's a pretty world-changing invention, wouldn't you? Thank you.
Woo! Okay. Um,
All right. I could go next.
Hmm.
Let's get started. I don't know if I fixed just the camera right here.
okay. I'm Sarah.
I'm Alex.
I'm Dalton.
I'm Janice.
I'm Ehud.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Marley.
Thank you guys for joining today. Good evening, everyone. How many of you check your phone as soon as you wake up? Um, we have used smartphones every day, but have you ever thought about it became such an important part of our lives? Today, I'll talk you through the history of smartphones and how they changed our communications, and how they impacted our work, and our entertainment. In the 1980s, the first mobile phones were bulky and only used for calls. Fast forward to 1992, when IBM Simon became the first mobile device with the PDA, which was a big step for modern smartphones. However, it wasn't until 2007, um, when Apple released the iPhone, it was truly begun the way that we live. It's introduced a new touch screen device that had Apple Store, making smartphones as we know them today. Smartphones have completely changed how we communicate. Today we use them for texting, social media, and instant messaging apps like WhatsApp, Messenger, or Facebook. These apps connect with anyone anywhere um, instantly. Then video chatting, that's another thing that was a big revolution, that we can communicate with anybody with video and voice from anywhere on planet Earth. Um, and that allowed us to connect with everybody and anywhere. And also, um, it's allow us to see the world in a different way, and the influence on everybody that became from Instagram, TikTok have grown massively, allowing people to share and connect in new ways. And also, smartphones have transformed entertainment. We no longer have to wait on a show to air at 9 p.m. We can simply just download Netflix and start watching any type of movie that we want. Um, and also gaming. Gaming has changed. Back then, when I used to go to um, GameStop and get all these new games whenever we want to play them, but now on smartphones, there is over 2 million video games available to play. Um, and also, smartphones has changed our entertainment in many different ways, such as using it um, virtually for tools, and also our work. It impacted our work in a different way, that wherever we are, no matter where we are, we can still check our work emails, like on Gmails or Microsoft emails. But in conclusion, smartphones have changed the way we communicate, and the way we entertain ourselves and work. We What started basic phone became essential part of our lives. Um, what With new updates, and every year there's new features added to that small device. And it continued to shape our future. And who knows what they will be capable of next. Well, thank you guys for listening to me. Thanks so much. Yay. All right. Taylor, you want to do the speech?
I guess. Okay.
You got it.
All right. All right. Introduce yourself.
My name's Dalton.
This is
I'm
Janice.
Sarah.
I'm Alex.
Hi, my name is Ehab.
I'm Ali.
I'm Marley.
All right, and I'm Taylor. Okay, and today I'm going to tell you guys about something called presbyopia and a modern invention called progressives and how that helps solve that issue. So imagine one day you wake up, you roll over to turn your alarm off, or maybe you're going to grab your phone to do your morning scroll session or whatever you do, not expecting for your phone to actually be blurry all of a sudden. As someone that works with this every day, I can tell you that you're either probably nearing your 40s and you're developing something called presbyopia, which is basically where you can no longer see up close or at a distance range that's 16 to 18 inches. So like reading a book, things like your computer. This is an aging condition that affects nearly everybody, everyone in their 40s. So this can really put a damper on the affected's functional ability to seamlessly execute tasks, being if you can't see up close all of a sudden, and now you're looking at the distance, and now you're going to reading, or maybe you're going on your computer too. You're going to have different pairs of glasses. What if you already wore glasses in the first place? Now you need two different pairs, one for far away and up close. But luckily, Benjamin Franklin paved the way with creating something called a line bifocal, which is where you're gonna have distance up at the top and then reading up down at the bottom here with that little line. But there was still a need for progression and this invention and everything. Better access and needed to. Progressive lenses have entirely changed the field of optometry and the lives of billions of individuals, providing the cease and desist of a harsh, age-revealing line bifocal while seamlessly granting access to further comfort, also improving cosmetic aesthetics of not having that line, and people's overall quality of life. Some critical points going to be the invention and development of this and how the lenses work, the advantages and disadvantages of them, and the socioeconomic impact that this will have. So what causes this to happen to us as we age? You actually have a little lens inside of your eye. This actually is going to thin out as you're looking at the distance, and then it'll actually thicken up back into a circle as things come nearer to your field of vision. The elasticity of this lens is going to decrease over time. Mainly in our 40s is when we really start to notice it. The lens will harden and it will no longer have that flexibility to flatten out to look at distance and then to thicken back up to look at up close. So this is in turn going to affect everyone, not just people that already wore glasses. If you've never worn glasses, it's going to happen to you. So the modern solutions that Benjamin Franklin laid out for us, we still needed convenience further than what we were given. That focal range doesn't just stop at 6 and 18 inches for reading and then distance, which is actually beyond your arm's reach. There's a middle range here that's actually going to be like computer. If you're standing up looking at blueprints on a field or on a table, or doing simple tasks like cooking, or even when you're driving and you go to look at your speedometer at how fast you're going, those are all intermediate ranges. So in 1959, a man named Bernard Métanez, frustrated by the inconvenience of his father's line bifocals, developed a concept for a seamless lens. And this is going to be called a progressive lens. So you're progressively going from distance, intermediate, and then reading. The advantages of this is going to be your increased productivity. You now don't have to stop. Say you're already working on your computer, but you're also doing something that's reading as well. And then your associate comes up to come to talk to you. You need to visually recognize that they're coming up. So you have to change those visual focal ranges. But if you have a progressive lens, you can do that seamlessly. The only disadvantages really about this is that if you suffer from vertigo or have any equilibrium issues, you're not an ideal candidate. And also, modern resources aren't available in a lot of third world countries where this could be a great addition to life. It's also a little more expensive. So the socioeconomic impact of increased productivity in an aging workforce is a game-changing ability to seamlessly transition between tasks at different focal ranges. It also will reduce eye strain and headaches. So in conclusion, progressive lenses have revolutionized the world through access to an adaptive lens, alternative to line bifocals. Vision is one of those things that comes so naturally to us that once it starts to go away, we take advantage of it. All right. But with progressive lens, the development of presbyopia, we don't have to stop our enjoyment of life as we do things seamlessly at different focal ranges of vision. We can live uninterrupted with a single lens. All right, thank you.
Yay, we did it. All right, I guess this is all about it. It's only the